Can this Mavic flyer, this GPS flyer of DJI products, tame this tiny little FPV drone? We're about to find out. Alright everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the video. Part 1 was the unboxing of this little freestyle drone by betafpv. If you missed that, go ahead and check it out. I discussed a lot of the reasons why I purchased this drone, but I'll touch on it real quick. Basically, I bought this drone by DJI. It's their FPV version, but what they did is they made this to where you can ease your way into it. It uses GPS, it uses a compass, and it'll fly just like that Mavic I just showed. But this one here, you can flip it into manual mode, and you can literally flip it, roll it, do whatever. But it's a totally different kind of flying from the GPS. You're 100% control the throttle, so if you put the stick dead center, this thing's going to climb until it reaches whatever where that stick is set at. Where the DJI, the stick center is center, and it'll hover. You just bump it, it'll stop and hover. When you're in manual mode, whatever you tell the sticks to do, it's going to do it. So it's a totally different kind of flying. So instead of risking this very expensive investment, I decided to go ahead and buy basically a trainer drone. Now I know I should have done this before, but I wasn't expecting this out of DJI, and honestly when they released this, it really excited me and made me want to get more into FPV. There's a lot to know about FPV. You know, the controllers have to work with flight controllers, then there's the batteries and charging them, and then all this stuff, it all has to work. You build them yourself, and you have to know what parts work with what. You know, it's like, I can't take this Chevy 350 and throw a Ford 302 intake on it. It's not going to work. I mean, it's kind of like an extreme thing, but, you know, let's say the parts have to match. So the little circuit board in here that receives the radio signal has to match and work with the remote controller you have. The batteries, like DJI, these smart batteries, you plug them in, they take care of themselves. They discharge if you leave them charged for a long time to save themselves. They won't overcharge. So the little lipos that these things use are a little bit more dangerous. So there's a little bit more to this. But anyhow, I got this to help with my muscle memory and learn the stick controls and to help and not risk this. So we're going to go ahead and take this out for a flight. I'm going to fly it here in the garage first because this is controlled. We got 4 walls, the ceiling, and the drone really can't go too far in here, and there's nothing too much here in the garage that it can damage. And then we're going to go out back and fly it in the backyard, and hopefully I don't lose it. Hopefully we can contain it to the backyard, but I'll fly it under goggles there. So are you ready for this? This should be fun. Alright, everything is charged up. This is going to be my first flight. I gotta tell you, I've watched a bunch of videos on this. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but I tell you, these guys make it look really easy, so I'm kind of hoping it's as easy as I've seen on TV, but everybody I watched doing this said it's a really good drone for beginners, and they made it look easy. They were flying around their house through obstacles and all that, so I don't know. I'm going to do it here in the garage where I really can't break too much stuff. We're going to try it out first in here. I'm going to run one battery in here, get a feel for stuff, and then we'll go outside, and hopefully I don't lose it. But I just wanted to touch on one thing. I saw on the reviews, people said there was no USB port, and there is one right here. Might be hard to see. Right there is a USB. Now, you can go in and change settings and stuff like that. Personally, that's well beyond what I even know how to do, so it's not even an issue for me. Probably like most people, I don't know. I know people say you can tune these drones to act different ways. That's beyond me. I'm a GPS flyer, just getting into the hobby, so that is why I have this. This is supposed to be very forgiving and very crash tolerant, and it'll kind of teach you the stick controls to learn how to fly manual. So let's see how this goes. Just want to point the battery here. Come on, focus. See, it's got a flat edge right here. You have to match that with the connector here. So like I said, I'm going to do my first flight here in the garage, and then we'll put the goggles on and go outside. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I've watched enough videos. I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing, but we shall see. I do want to touch, there's several different switches back here to do a few options. This is your arm disarm. Hear it? The rest of the switches do its turtle mode, where if it's upside down, it'll go ahead and flip over, and then other switches will make it go from normal, like a I forget the name of it, but basically it'll level itself, and then there's like a horizon mode where I believe you can get a little bit more action out of it, but it'll always level itself out, and then you have full acro mode. I'm not sure the position of the switches, but it'll say in the goggles. So this is a big difference between this and the DJIs. The DJI is always center, so when you let go, the drone it does like that. This one, you're in control of the throttle at all times. Let's give it a shot. Alright, arming. Ooh. Ah. Ah! Ah! Back, get away. Alright. Hey! This is not as easy as they make it look. Woo! Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, hey! Oh! Oh man, it's definitely durable. Oh my god. No. Alright, let's calm down, think about this. Come on, it's not my first rodeo. This thing will not hover and stay in one place. Whoa! Alright. Ah! This is not easy. It will not stay. You're always having to move it. Wow. This is different. DJI, you definitely make it way too easy to fly drones. I guess I gotta disarm it and rearm it. Now we're getting it. I say that now I'm gonna. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Holy crap. Damn it. It's like every time you give it an input, you need more throttle. Alright, there we go, maybe. Oh, come on. Hey. Wait a minute. Thought I had it there. Now I'm like totally lost. I think the battery's done. Wow, this is something totally different. All right, let's go outside, and I think I'm going to show you how easy it is to fly one of the DJI drones, and then we'll fly this with the goggles. Maybe this thing just isn't designed to hover, because these things are really, race drones are designed to go around. So maybe hovering or slow movements like this really aren't their thing. So we'll go outside. We'll put the goggles on and see if we don't destroy it. I didn't want to turn this video into like a whole DJI promotional thing, and I'm sorry about the wind, but I just wanted to show you how easy a GPS drone is to fly compared to that, because we do Tech Made Easy. I want you to kind of understand all the differences and nuances about the thing. So you fly this drone with the remote. The screen is right here. This is the smart controller, and I'm going to show you this drone has collision sensors here, bottom, back, and can actually fly around the thing without me even touching it. So I'll give you a quick demonstration. It's the way we kind of understand the differences of what like an FPV, freestyle drone, race drone is versus like a GPS camera drone. So as you can see, this is what the drone sees here. The drone's flying right there. I kind of want to show you this. We want to go left or right, we just move it, and that's it. So we move it, we let go, and it stops and it hovers. You want to come forward, back. You want to go up, down. See it, the stick's center. Now watch, we're going to go at that tree, and the only thing I'm going to do is go forward with the stick, and the collision sensor is going to say, hey. And see how it went around? And see there the shed, it's going up above the shed. Without me doing anything. So again, here we'll line it up with the tree, and all I'm going to do is go forward, and the aircraft's going to say, hey, there's an obstacle, and go around it. See, same thing, we're going to aim here. You can see on this screen, we're going to aim right for the fence, and the aircraft will go, see, the aircraft's going up and over. Amazing technology packed into these things. Amazing. Alright, so enough with this. And this is how you fly this drone. There's no screen on this controller whatsoever. You see everything through the goggles, so that makes it a little bit weird. And as you can tell, the size of this thing, there's not much in the way of electronics to it. There's no collision sensors, there's no GPS, there's no compass. 100% of the flying is through you. You have to control everything. I noticed in the garage that whenever I made like a left turn or right turn, I guess because it's slowing down certain motors, it starts losing altitude, so you kind of have to give it a little gas as you make the turns. Kind of like flying a Cessna or something. When you're making a bank turn, maybe you got to give it a little gas so you keep your airspeed up. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try it with the goggles. I'm kind of hoping that maybe with forward flight it's gonna be a little bit easier than trying to hover in the garage, but still having fun nonetheless. I mean, it's definitely durable. I tried to put it through the ceiling of the garage several times, and it definitely bounced off the garage quite a bit. So this shouldn't take long. The batteries on these things last about like 3 minutes, so but it's still fun. So I'm gonna see how good this picks it up. If not, and I have a memory card in here, so I'm gonna record the flight. So let's go see what we can do. Well, this was one of my fears, that I'd get the drone stuck in a tree. And yeah, right now it's up there somewhere. I can't even find it, so I'm trying to follow in the goggles where it's at. I have an idea, so I'm gonna get the ladder out, go find this little thing. It's definitely durable. I've definitely beaten this thing up quite a bit. Let's see. There it is. Just out of reach. So what's the final verdict on this little drone? Man, lots of fun. I'm loving it. Honestly, I'm not very good at it, but that's going to take time. I'm going to burn through a lot of batteries trying to get proficient at this thing, but hey, that's all name in the game. I wanted something different. I wanted to learn the FPV style, and this is a good way to do it. If I would have had any other drone, I would have broke it and I would have been sending out for parts by now. And ooh, I really don't want to do that with the DJI drone. I haven't flown it in full manual, but this is definitely giving me a taste of what to expect, of how that drone should operate under full manual. So definitely going to fly that one with a bit of caution. At least that drone, I can flip it into regular mode and GPS will take over and save itself. This drone, no. I mean, you could disarm it and just drop out of the sky. But I will say that the gray makes it a little hard to find, all the gray. They do have like a blue canopy, which I'm thinking of getting. Maybe it'll make it a little bit easier. Maybe I'll paint this frame yellow or something. I don't know. That was really hard to find up in the tree. If I couldn't see myself in the goggles and see I was dead center, I might have been in trouble. Sorry about the wind. But yeah, that's the reason I bought this drone. So that way I would have something durable, inexpensive. I can learn how to do FPV versus risking the really expensive DJI drone. Now I do want to fly full acrobatic with that drone, and I probably will try it before I get proficient with this, because it does have safety features. But this is a fun way of getting into FPV. It's, like I said, not very expensive, obviously very durable. I've smashed it into the roof, the ceiling, the tree, the grass, everything, so it's done good. I'd say my only complaint would be the goggles seem a little bit cheap. I'm having a hard time focus. I mean, my near sight vision's not very good. Far sighted, I'm great, so I'm having a hard time seeing what's going on in the goggles. It's a little bit blurry, where the DJI, there's a little lever underneath and you can adjust and focus them. That one you can't, but pretty good package. If you go to my Amazon store down below, check out drones. I'll have a link to this, and I'll put another one, the less expensive one with the brush motors. You'd be fine with that. I mean, lots of fun. Obviously you can smash this into a lot of stuff, and the best thing is it doesn't really weigh anything, so even if you bounce off your TV or something, you probably won't damage it. So lots of fun, and I'm gonna learn a lot from this little guy, man. This thing is freaking cool. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I showed you the DJI. It's a child can fly it. It's easy, but it does its job. It's designed to get you cinematographic images, movies, photos, stuff like that. It's designed to it can follow you and record events. That's not what this is about. Going fast, having fun, being acrobatic. Two different worlds there. So I'm having fun getting into this. I hope you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you subscribe for more. Tech made easy. I love drones, I love cameras, and I like to explain stuff in a very easy format so people that have never experienced either world can kind of make an informed decision on how they like to go. So I like to keep it simple, and we're going to travel the US and the world. So travel and tech, man. Hopefully you enjoy it, and we'll see you for more. Thank you for supporting this veteran. My love and passion of electronics, cars, travel, stuff like that, and hopefully subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.